Welcome today to another acoustic video here on the channel. I know we don't do a lot of them, but we do them. And today, again, after I've done the little Jane, which is a tiny Jane, but you can take the neck off, we're looking at a Furch, I still can't say it even though I visited them, dark yellow series. And it is so freaking dark that it is tough to photograph. Furch is sponsoring this video, not with money, but the guitar is mine to keep. And we're going to look at all different facets of it. Now, we're going to start with, do I even have an unboxing? I think I might have a reel that I made. Let's throw that in real quick. Before we get into anything, you want to hear it, you want to see it in all of its glory, and that's what we're doing right now with some nice shots. So we're going through all these things that we usually do, as we should. That's why you come to the channel. As we usually do with acoustic guitars, I want to hear them in a singer-songwriter kind of context. Now, this grand auditorium is also nice for within a band context and doing strumming. You know, that kind of accompaniment stuff. It's a versatile guitar, but I want to hear it with a voice and the guitar and nothing else. And that's why I sent it to Rafael Cano. I didn't send it to him, he picked it up. And he took it for 2 weeks and wrote a beautiful song with it. It's about his wife and being happily married. I mean, boring. There's no drama there, but it's a really nice song. So let's listen to, I think, Married Life it's called.
The garden's full of last year's leaves, the mailbox of reminders of fees, and I'm not sure we need all those shoes. The hall's a mess, where are my keys? The kid has hurt his other knee, and now we're cutting back on all the booze. Our hair getting grey, more work and less play. Our youth seems to fade, but can we complain? I guess that's just married life. The small imperfections amount to sublime, so we better hold on tight. There's no one I'd rather have here by my side. I guess it's just married life. The sink is clogged, the vacuum broke, the stove is black from all the smoke, and toys are scattered all across the room. laundry's piling up again. We got no time, I'll tell you when. We'll do it on a rainy afternoon. The house needs fresh paint, the curtains are stained, the bank account's strained, but can we complain? I guess that's just married life. The small imperfections amount to sublime, so we better hold on tight. There's no one I'd rather have here by my side. Turn page after page of this book, and one day we will look back and find we've got older and wise, and see it's the best of all possible lives. I guess that's just married life. The small imperfections amount to sublime, so we better hold on tight. There's no one I'd rather have here by my side. I guess that's just married life. You're the most marvelous mother and wife. I promise to hold on tight and give you my love till the day that I die. I guess it's just married life.
I mean, beautiful, but how much more freaking low-key can you get, right? Okay, we're gonna talk some specs, we're gonna talk price, and we're going to check out the built-in pickup. We're gonna close mic it, and we're gonna room mic it, so you've got all the information that you need. This is the Dark Yellow series. They have a Grand Auditorium, an OM, and something else that I didn't pay attention to. It is fully made out of Indian rosewood, and that's the special thing, and that's why it's called Dark Yellow. Yellow has nothing to do with color. They have the blue series, the violet series, the yellow series, the red series, and then the rainbow series. Rainbow series is anything goes, and you can spec out whatever you want. And of course, you might have seen my rainbow series specking video. So we're doing one of those as well. So this is the yellow series, meaning it clocks in above 2,500 euro. It's just in that price range, but fully made out of Indian rosewood, and that's why it's dark. So it's not a dark yellow, it's a dark yellow series. Don't look for yellow. Beautiful Indian rosewood, but again, it's coming across a little, oh my God, I tried to clean it and now it's all got the wipies on it. Oh, thank you, that looks much better. We got, here, I didn't clean it there. Still's got some wipies on it. And with all the darkness, it is more difficult to keep the fingerprints off it. Absolutely beautifully done. This is very likely rosewood as well. I love that it's got very few things in the fretboard. We got 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, and so on. That's fine, but we've got these ellipses, these hollow rings. Absolutely gorgeous. I love how subtle that is. Not really big dots. I wouldn't like that on an acoustic. We have these very, very visible abalone side stripes, not dots, but side stripes. That is really cool. Of course, mahogany neck, because it's the only wood that people use in the acoustic world. I don't know why they don't use Wenge, rosewood, or whatever. It apparently isn't done. Mahogany, and that's it on acoustic guitars. I think they should start experimenting. We've got these really nice, I think they're Goto tuners. 510. I'm gonna say yes. With they should be wood. They look like wood. There might be plastic. Plastic that looks like wood. Handly doohickeys. But they absolutely beautifully fit the guitar. I mean, very, very nice high-end look. We've got the abalone Furch inlay, and then of course also a matching rosewood veneer on top of the mahogany neck. We've got the Anthem by Stage Pro Anthem by Ella Baggs. preamp and EQ system here, a little bit more complex, with a tuner which is okay-ish. It's not mind-blowing, it's pretty slow, as they all are, but it's there. 3-band EQ, notch filter, phase invert. We're not gonna go through this stuff because it's the typical stuff. If you want a lot of control, you're probably gonna have a preamp pedal anyway. So, soon I'm going to look at the, I think, Audio Sprocket's Tone Dexter, which is actually using piezo sounds and then applying IRs to make your piezo sounds much more realistic. That's coming up. Let's talk about one or two things that Furch is doing on all of their guitars. Well, one of the things is the acoustic resonance treatment. Wood has different densities, different behavior along the top, and they measure each top and just the tiniest bit of shaving off here and shaping here to make sure that each top has the most uniform sound, so that every Furch guitar that leaves the factory has a uniform sound. And they can guarantee the tone of the guitar. And that doesn't mean you slap a top on. That means, oh God, that really bugs me. There's so many, the guitar's so dark. If you're anal about this stuff, then don't buy a dark guitar, buy another yellow series. But it sounds so nice. So they treat the top and do resonance shaping something. Pretty damn cool. Further, the truss rod is actually encased in a carbon tube, meaning instead of putting pressure here and here, and just bending it like this, when you tighten it, the whole neck really equally shapes because the carbon tube puts equal pressure on all points and not just on the two. And the carbon tube for this bit is actually encased in the CNR system, which is an aluminum, or the whole thing is called the CNR system, an aluminum bit that goes down here and really is in the neck heel and really reinforces the whole thing. This is a bolt-on neck. It can be taken off if you had to adjust it, by the way. So we got binding, and this is a tortoise binding, pretty subtle, but we got really thin lines everywhere here. Very just nice accoutrements. I don't know, nice little contrasting lines everywhere. It's a gorgeous guitar. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna start with close miking. We're gonna start with an MK8 from Sennheiser, where I would usually have it, which is not on the hole, but right where the neck hits the guitar, angled towards the hole. So this is where I would mic an acoustic guitar, either with a large diaphragm or a small diaphragm condenser. Let's get those sounds. I'm not the most amazing acoustic player, I'm not Tony, Emmanuel, whatever, but I can strum a guitar, come on. Bad chord. God. Why am I? This is major 7. Enough with the close miking. Even more interesting, I think, is miking it in the room. And that's always difficult. But thanks to AEA, I have now an AEA R88. And it is about an arm and a half away from me. And that's a stereo ribbon mic standing right there, which is supposed to capture the room in all its details. So ribbon mics from AEA are very, very, very sensitive. It's actually going through a special AEA preamp because it needs a lot of boostiness. That in stereo, even without wearing headphones, should give you a very realistic in-the-room sound of this guitar. Let's find out if that actually works. I don't know what I'm doing. There you go. The last thing we need to do is check the piezo. Now, obviously, you get different build types. This is the Grand Auditorium with cutaway. For me personally, the most well-ringing guitars, if I want to use them in the room or with mics, would be one without cutaway and without cutting into the side. So no pickup, no cutaway is what I would always go for if I'm looking for the best ringing acoustic property acoustic. However, sometimes you need high access and sometimes you need to play live and you need a pickup. So therefore, this made sense for me to have. those are the sounds. It comes in a beautiful Hiscox style, or even Hiscox, I guess, hard case, so very well protected, at Thomann street price $26.49. This is an absolutely easy to recommend guitar, cutaway, all Indian rosewood, CNR system, top treated thing, good tuning machines that it might be plastic but looks like wood, matches the guitar, the lines. Sound-wise, it is not pushing itself forward into a mix. It's there. It fills. Everything is ultra balanced. No piercing top end, no booming low end. I almost want to say it doesn't have its own character in a way, but that, it sounds negative, but I don't see it as a negative. That lack of character, that lack of, I've got very piercing mids, or I've got this booming piano-like low end, it makes it a team player. It makes it a great instrument for the band, for the gig, for the duo, the trio. It is the guitar that's there without standing out in any frequency response, and gives some space for vocals, for a solo, for a saxophone, for a clavinet, or accordion, or a tuba. It's just, I think, a good companion to have in high quality, in a good case. That's what I'm saying. You do whatever. I'm not saying buy it. I'm not saying don't buy it. It's a good idea if you're in a shop and they have Furch guitars to test the dark yellow or any other Furch guitar and decide for yourself. This video could only inspire, and I hope it did. Thanks for watching. Links below. Please use them. That always helps me. And we're gonna say animals at the end.
The garden's full of last year's leaves, the mailbox of reminders of fees, and I'm not sure we need all those shoes. The hall's a mess, where are my keys? The kid has hurt his other knee, and now we're cutting back on all the booze. Our hair getting grey, more work and less play. Our youth seems to fade, but can we complain? I guess that's just married life. The small imperfections amount to sublime, so we better hold